It's time to mount the 35s on the fit gen. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for tuning in. Yes, I'm in the same exact clothes, and the truck's parked in the same. I'm filming two videos same day. Either way, we're mounting the 35s on the fit gen, and that is going to be our wintertime setup. And I know a lot of guys run their fancy aftermarket offset wheels all winter long, but there are three reasons why I just do not. Reason one is just because I like to change up the look. Now, I've been running this setup now with these wheels and tires on this truck for like 8-ish months. I'm bored of it. I think it looks good, but I'm just bored. So I always end up going back to my stocks, TDI for example. I always go back to my stock wheels pretty much for wintertime just because it changes the look of the truck up. You know, I'm not just like, it don't feel like I'm just driving the same exact thing every single day. Reason number two, if you didn't watch the last video about the Radar Renegades, I'll link it up here in the corner, but these tires absolutely suck in wet weather, and I do not want to try them in snow because it's late December. It's probably going to start to snow here in Pennsylvania. And reason number three is, look at this. I just washed the truck yesterday. Look at the kind of mud sling up. In the wintertime, when the roads are always wet, there's always debris, and the trucks just look filthy with the wide offset wheels. Now, obviously, the truck always looks good with that stance. In Pennsylvania, and they lather these streets with salt and brine and whatever the hell else they do. And I just don't want to be kicking up rock salt on my paint all winter long. So going back to stock wheels, you know, wheels go back in the truck, you know, kind of like normal, how it's intended to factory, and, you know, kind of protects my paint a little bit over the winter time. I'll take a second to appreciate what we have going on right here. These aren't actually a true 35 1250, and I did that for a reason. These are 295/70 on a 18-inch wheel, obviously the stock wheels. So they pretty much measure out to be a 34.5 by 11.5. So I did that on purpose because the truck is completely stock suspension, and I see guys all the time running full 35 1250s on a stock truck, and they say it doesn't rub. So I wanted to play it safe. So these are like a 34.5 by 11.5, so they should not rub. Hopefully, we'll find out in about 10 minutes. But take a second to appreciate how beautiful these Toyos are. These are a Toyo Open Country All-Terrain 3, the newest model of Toyo tires. The tread pattern is just so sick. Little like Superman S's looks like. The tread is deep, like you got all kinds of tread there. The sidewall is really nice. These are a 10-ply E-rated tire for 85 PSI, and I have no clue what the shop actually, you know, filled these up to. We'll find out once we get them on a truck, and I will adjust the pressure, of course, accordingly, depending on how they ride. I'm just excited to run these. I've never run like a really nice name brand tire. I've always run, like I said, a cheap Renegade or a Toyo or something like that. So, and I think these marry up to the stock wheels and look really, really good. Stock wheels are like 8 or 9 inches wide. The tires are 11.5, so you do get like a really nice bubble in the sidewall. It just looks good. It looks meaty. It looks perfect. So basically, I'm just gonna kind of get the truck jacked up. Unfortunately, my driveway situation, gotta do like one axle at a time, move the truck back. We're getting there. So either way, gonna get these on the truck, see how they look, go into the grandpa mode, and see you guys in like, you know, after these time-lapse videos. Real quick, look at the difference. Look at the, that's a 35, I'm calling it a 35, that's a 33. That looks way taller than this tire right here. And obviously, like meat wise, look at that delicious gourmet grade A. I mean, these are nice too, but width wise, it's always hard to tell width because like I'm on this side, so this one obviously looks a little bit bigger. But goddamn, I am going to weigh him real quick because I am very curious to see how much heavier the 35s are going to be. So let's get one of these bad boys on the scale. All right, so the 33 on the aftermarket wheel, we're looking buck 13.6. I'll do that one more time just to see if it's accurate. Buck 13.6. So we're going to call the aftermarket wheels 114 pounds. Let's get one of the 35s on stock wheels. Let's see what it weighs. Ooh, that's heavy. Gonna break the scale. Look at that. 97.2. We'll do that one more time. 97.2 pounds. So that's a 17-pound difference that we're gonna be, 17's, it's not a big deal, but 17 times 2, so that's 34. 34 times 2, you got 68 pound of like lighter wheel and tire. It's funny looking at it like this. Here's the thing, either way, I'm just gonna throw them on real quick. I'll skip the time lapse and I'll show you guys the finished result. We'll go for a ride, see how they ride, see if they rub. It is kind of incredible for 35s how quiet these things are. I'll let off the throttle here in a second. They sound like the stock tires that were on the truck. Now obviously there's not as much surface area as my 12.5 wides, and obviously they are also brand new tires, so I do understand that, but these are quiet for being such an aggressive tread pattern over what the Radar Renegades were. They I mean, so far so good. So far so good. Windows open, but listen. There's nothing. You can't hear any road noise. It's just kind of great. All you can hear is the wind from the windows being open, and then engine brake, of course. So far so good. I got like 10 miles on these things, but they're quiet, real quiet. So I don't know what you guys think, but those look damn good. So we're in grandpa mode for wintertime, guys. 35s on the stock 18s. This truck just looks so beefy. Stock suspension, so it sits nice and low to the ground. I mean, yeah, it looks stock. It's obviously stock, but it just looks clean. To me, it looks clean after running such a wide offset wheel for so long. It just looks clean. Takes you back to the simple days when you were 16 and couldn't afford wheels. But it has a nice tire on it. It looks good. It actually rides pretty good too. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I got like 10 miles on the setup. Like, I didn't really drive too far. But the most important fact, I drove around this parking lot and these tires do not rub. NOT rub. 35 stock Ram do not rub. Look at this. Yes, ma'am. It's about full lock, as full lock as the truck will let you, like when you let it go. Look at all the clearance. Nothing but clearance, and it's not rubbing any control arms or anything in the back, and it doesn't rub up front either. These, I honestly probably could have actually gone. Look at all the room up front too. I could have probably gone for a full 35, but this was a safe bet, and I knew it was gonna work, and it just looks so good. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like the look of a stock wheel with like a nice beefy tire? Like I said, I probably could have actually gone with a full 35, but this was a safe bet, safe scenario. I knew they would work. This is how we're gonna rock the truck for the winter time, and I'm probably gonna try to sell my chrome wheels and probably buy a different set for next spring. So if you're interested in a set of 22x12 chrome TIS 544s, let me know. I'm in the Pittsburgh area. I will meet up with someone. I'm not gonna ship to Texas or anything like that. Dude, she looks good. After I get some miles on this thing, actually in about 3 weeks, I'm gonna be towing with this. I'm towing campers to an RV show, and I probably have anywhere from like 10 to 15 campers I'm gonna be towing behind this truck. So I'll get some towing miles underneath the tires. I'll get some driving miles underneath the tires, and I will do like a review on the Toyos. So far, so good. So like the video if you haven't already, subscribe, join the family, join the Cummins build, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.